Hi, angels. I'm Miss Quiet Queen, and you're now tuned into the Quiet Queen Project. Have you ever wondered why businesses and large corporations um, only make contracts and agreements that are in their favor? And have you noticed that they don't give you an option to give them your opinion or your ideas or what you expect from them? They will tell you what you should expect from them. They tell you what they expect from you. And they say they reserve the right to stop giving you services if you violate their laws. So it's like these companies and corporations are automatically putting themselves above you. It's like they are being in charge of what you do, what you don't do. You know what I mean? What you can have or what you can't have. But what they need to realize is once people wake up, continue to wake up and think about things, we have the power. They don't have the power. They want your money, so they should work for you. They should work for us. And I am so sick and tired of going to websites and trying to find out information about things. If you want to take care of business, then they'll make you sign a disclosure or an agreement, and you have to agree to it, or they're not going to render services. So you know what I did, because I just feel like technology, and Google in particular, has way too much power. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. Way too much power. I don't like people having that kind of power. But see, I got something for them, because if you want me to respect your rules and laws, you got to respect mine. So what I've done, because y'all know I'm a writer, I'm an author. I've finished a book, and I'm writing several others. Yeah, I'm in the process of writing several other books, and I have to use Google Docs. Google Docs is something, y'all know what Google Docs is. You it's a document that you use and you put it online, so you don't have to write longhand. You don't have to use hard copy. But I think hard copy is the best way, because nobody can steal your idea unless they see your book. But on Google Docs, people that have your phone number can get your IP address off your phone and just tamper with your documents, which they have done. So what I did, when I first started this book, when I wrote like 2000 back in 2021, 2021, I wrote a non-disclosure agreement for Google. And I know that somebody from that camp read it, because they erased a certain part that I had in there, took that out and put something else in, and another part that just erased altogether. So I rewrote it and put it back in. I'm going to read a non disclosure agreement to you that I wrote for Google, because I want you all to, like I said, I'm a writer. I study business law. I didn't finish and get my business law degree. I kind of wish I had, because I would love to be a business attorney. I'm not really an attorney. Well, you got to get a law degree to be practice business law, but I wanted to be a contract lawyer. That was one of you know the things that I wanted to be, was a contract lawyer. And I guess I still need a law degree to be a contract lawyer. I don't think you should have a 4-year law degree to be a contract lawyer. It should be less than that. But I love writing contracts. I love contracts. I love reading contracts. I love writing contracts. I love depicting them. I like also non-disclosure agreements. I think I'm really, really good at that. But I want to read this to you all so that you know what to do next time. Send these type of NDAs to uh, any kind of company that you're dealing with. Tell them, okay, you have this that you want me to sign. I need you or someone from your company to acknowledge my NDA. And you can use some or part of this. I don't mind. Hold on. Non-disclosure agreement for Google, February 16th, 2021. This is an agreement of non-disclosure for Google and everyone that works for the company Google and or its sister companies. This non-disclosure agreement also goes for any hijacker or people, persons, entities, businesses, individuals, and time travelers who jump timelines to change events to purposely hinder my work and or progress. I do not and will not ever give time travelers permission to change events that have happened in my life, past, present, or future, unless it is my future self trying to reach out to my current self, and I will use my own judgment call in that case. In addition, people that work together or alone that do not necessarily work for Google, anyone who is spying on me through my phone or any device that I own, and this goes for anyone, not just Google, but anyone that works for any company or is working alone Google and hijackers and time travelers have intel and access on every screen and mic on every device we consumers use. Google, hackers, time travelers have too much power over our use of the internet and its products. I do not intend to dictate into my phone just to have my work sabotaged. This is a non-disclosure agreement. If you are listening or spying on me, if you hear or read this message, then you agree not to steal, copy, reprint, or discuss, repackage, or sell my idea under any circumstances without my express written and verbal consent. This includes Google and hijackers hijacking my content and preventing me from using Google Docs, locking me out, or erasing, changing the content of my documents. If this happens, I seek monetary damages starting at no less than 5 million US dollars from Google Corporation, current CEO, COO, and CFO, and administrators. I will seek damages from individuals and or private contractors for the above amount mentioned at the very least. If Google can make a policy to protect their assets, their employees, and their contractors, then isn't it fair for the user to hold the same companies responsible and enforce that they remain fair and use good work ethics? The answer is yes, it is fair. And I, the consumer, reserve the right to create a non-disclosure agreement and a contract for any business I am doing business with. Google has the right to have a policy agreement as to how their products are used and when. I, as the consumer, have the right to expect certain duties to be performed accurately and honestly without fail by Google and its sister companies. And if they cannot do that, then they need to reduce the power over their consumers and release them from contracts and allow the consumer to find business elsewhere if they choose, without penalty. Trust in all parties involved is imperative. It is Google's responsibility to prevent hackers from invading my privacy. Google forces consumers to prove who we are when we get locked out of our account. They claim it is to keep our accounts safe from hackers and prying eyes. At times it seems they only keep us from our own accounts because hackers are still able to hack into the accounts they choose. We, the consumers, are still left vulnerable. The account holder has to jump through many hoops just to prove that the account in question is theirs. And a lot of times the account is not returned. That is true. Google's rules and regulations only seem to hinder the account holder from accessing their own account to make it appear that they are keeping the accounts safe when in actuality the account can be compromised unless it's really Google and their administrators that are doing the hacking and prying. Therefore, the above is Google's agreement of non-disclosure from the Quiet Queen Project, owner and creator, and I have my government name. By listening, spying, and or reading this NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and any documents I have created or that has been created and inserted in Google Docs on my phone or any device or email that is owned by Quiet Queen Project, aka my name, in Google Docs, you agree that the above statement is true and binding, a true and binding contract. Now, when I first wrote that part, you agree that the above statement is a true and binding contract. They erased it. Then I put the above statements are my true feelings, and I am of sound mind and body during the creation of this document. Sincerely, my name, also known as Miss Quiet Queen from the Quiet Queen Project. And I put how many times I revised this document. Yeah, I put the dates. Each time I added something or took something out, did something with the document, I put a revised there. I love I'm really good at writing NDAs and contracts, so I should go on Fiverr and do that. Maybe I will. But anyway, y'all, that's it. I wanted to share that with you. Don't let companies pull the wool over your eyes, make you feel like you are vulnerable and you have to do things all their way. If we all stick together and put our foot down, it's like, no, 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 no. If you have a non-disclosure agreement for me to sign, I'm going to give one for you to sign. If there are agreements that you want me to agree to, you have to agree for something for me. These companies are only out for themselves. That's all they want. They only out for them. They don't care about you and I. But if we say no, you need to look out for what I need. I make all kinds of things. You know what? If you're interested and you need an NDA, call me. I can do a little. Anyway, I don't mean to say call me. My email is quietqueenproject@yahoo.com. I hope that gave you some insight. Just, another little interesting tidbit video. Stay tuned for more. I'll get back into my spiritual videos, but I wanted to do that one because what made me decide to tell this to y'all is because somebody has been tampering in my phone. I think it's that stupid fat girl that looked like what's that, Fluffalupicus? You know that cartoon character on Sesame Street, that big furry thing with he talked to Big Bird, and Big Bird was the only one that could see him. Everybody's like, there's no Fluffalupicus. So there was a person that was stalking me, and this person looked like that. Somebody called her a Fluffalupicus because she kind of looked like that. I think it might be that person. I don't know. That person has never stopped stalking me. She's just been doing it very low key. I won't say her name other than she's a demon. But that person has tapped into my phone several times and erased and listened to my messages on my phone. She's very savvy with technology, and a lot of people are. So somebody went into my phone on my Google Docs and erased. I had 55,000 words from my book. 55,000 words is around 290 to 300 pages, depending on if you use a certain format, right? Now I had it up twice. One was named Manuscript 1. That one says that I have 50,000 words. Then I have one up under the name of the book, and that one says I have 53,000 words. When in actuality, I'm supposed to have 55,000 words. Where are the words at? Y'all playing with the wrong one. Because the more you mess with me, the more I'm going to continue to fight. I don't quit. I get down, I cry, I get vulnerable, I scream, I'm sad, but when I'm finished crying, I dry my tears, I get back up swinging. I'm a fighter. Y'all not going to make me quit. Not even when I'm dead. I'm not going to quit. because you don't really die. Your physical body dies, but your energy never does. Y'all got the right one on the wrong day. Don't mess with me. Don't, because you have no idea what else I have planned and what I got going on right now. So some idiot has been messing with my Google Docs on my phone, and Google, the CEO, he sucks salty balls. Just like the CEO from YouTube. That's my feelings. Y'all can get mad if you want to, because they're not fair. They're not fair, and we're so done. We're so tired of people with their nepotism. I mean, that's how a lot of these CEOs get their jobs, through nepotism. You don't know jack, you just know somebody. Take that advice. When you're dealing with anybody, any business, make your own DNA. Okay, I mean DNA, NDA. If you want to do business, say, hey, here's mine, show me yours. I'm going to find out who did that. And it's a good thing that I have copies everywhere. So you can keep on trying if you want to, bitch. Whoever you are, keep on trying. I got it everywhere. And even if I'm dead, even if somebody deletes me, this book is going to be published even faster when I'm alive. It's still going to happen. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me to vent. Stay in the light.